would like to appreciate Janvi, how she combined humor and such an important message. I'm one of the overthinkers. Now, coming back to my speech. So, in the last Let's Talk session, I impulsively registered as a speaker and I had zero idea what I'm going to talk about. And from there started the hunt to look for the topic. I went through that aggressive recall of how I was a toddler and how my life went and how I'm now, looking for that big inspirational story that might have changed my life for better, that could inspire you people, but I came up with nothing. So today I'm going to tell you about all the things I remembered and smiled about. So when I was in 6th grade, I developed this weird fascination with how a flour is converted into perfect round chapatis. Yeah, chapatis. And that started by begging to my mom to please allow me once in the kitchen. I won't make a mess. And after a lot of convincing, she somehow agreed. And then started the trying. Going from actual maps to round chapatis was really, really tough. Appreciate whoever does that for you. And then I appreciate all those people who actually ate the burnt ones also. Then going from chapatis, I tried baking cakes, horrible cakes, guys, not good at baking. And then tried making curries and new things and simple things. But cooking for me was never that grand MasterChef kind of thing. For me, it was never about 30 ingredient recipes. It was always about going back to chopping vegetables in neat patterns, repeating the same pattern, like a therapy, dance, like a meditation for me. Trying those simple recipes, making them on repeat. Maybe bland for people, but somehow deeply comforting for me. And this love for things that are uniquely mine that stretched over sketching also. So people would think sketching might be my weekend hobby, but it shows up on most bizarre days. So we will have an exam. My syllabus is piled up. My roommate would be panicking, and I'll just pick out my Nataraj pencil, tear a page from my old notebook, and start sketching. Exams hours away, she'll be shouting on me, Geetika, you are an idiot. Once again, you are doing the same thing. This is a repeated pattern for you. Are you insane? And I'll just look at her and then look back at my sketch and I'll be like, do you think this girl is looking sad in the picture? She would be so done with me at that time. But somehow, the irony is, I still managed to top my college. And sometimes I think maybe that sketching is my productivity hack. And when I put it out to people that sketching is my hobby or cooking is my hobby, it brings out a lot of questions from people. It's like, do you do that recipe? Do you follow that artist? Do you have that shading kit? What is your technique in sketching? And when I look back and I think about those questions, it makes me realize that I don't have answer to them. Most of the answers are no. And that made me realize, can I put sketching or cooking or anything as my hobby if I don't do all those things? Do I need validation of the people or do I need to up my game to call them as my hobby? Because sketching for me is sometimes like going back to in the same zone. Like my sketches most of the time won't win award and I don't even finish them most of the time. I'll just draw some lines, make some eyes and all that and leave it in the middle. Then I'll come back to the same sketch, add some more littles and then go back again. It's like getting back into the same zone, getting back in the same mood. But I never finished them. But somehow I like it that way. And that made me realize that no one ever taught me that maybe I don't need to change the things, how world defines them. I can love them the way they are, the way I like it. So when I thought that maybe achievements are defining me, maybe the things, the titles, the job, medals that I won, maybe those are the things that define me. And when I looked back, reflected, and see these little tiny moments, things that are private to me, things that are almost laughable, I realized these are the things that kept me sane. So when I went through that recall in the beginning and went through all my life, I realized that these things that may not meet the world standard, these are things that found me, that made me calm. That's how I survived. And these little things are the things that actually kept my world together. That's it from my side. Thank you.